Okay, on this one here, I'm going to probably be doing an overdub because the sound is very, very loud around me. I got a rotating fan on, oscillating fan, and a floor fan. So it's very hot, super humid. It ain't really the heat, it's humidity lately is really bad. But if this sounds too bad, I would just do an over voice. So either way, okay. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna mix up some acrylic. Yeah. You know, we want the main detail is going to be in the front. I'm not real worried about the back here, so I'm going to get most all the acrylic, I think, all the epoxy. I'm going to try to get that all spread out in this part right here. Okay, let's see what we can do. And we'll come back later and do some more. Okay, so now we see that the epoxy's dried, and this is our top side, and this is the one that is the one that has the most detail. And then here's the back, and we still got them both greased. Now we're going to use our PC7 A and B, and we're going to mix them and mush them together, basically. So let me. This might not be a good idea. I think for this I am going to use a glove. So, okay, got one right here. Glove time. I need to order more. You know, like everybody else, You know, we never used these before. I had them even at work. I could use them. I just never did. But seems like the thing to do nowadays. Okay, so let me get a good glump of this. Put that in here. It's so warm in here, it's kind of hard to, the stuff is just kind of all over the place actually. Okay, there's that. Let's see if I can get an equal amount somehow. I don't know. I got this all over everywhere. This is some badass stuff, I'll tell you. Okay. All right. Hopefully, I'll just clean that up later. Trying to do that and this, and I don't even know if I can use this glove now. Let me just pull this sucker off. I don't think the white stuff is as bad. Might be. I might be making a liar out of myself. Yeah, it's just as sticky, isn't it? Well, let's just go for it. A little bit more. Okay, there's the two. Like I said, I'll have to get this all cleaned up later on. It's kind of turned into a mess. But okay, let me start mixing them now. And that's epoxy. Anytime you have any kind of AB or hardener mix, the whole trick is to get them really mixed up well. I don't think this little stick's going to do it. Here we go. When all else fails, grab part of a chopstick. Okay. Remember, the nice thing about this is you got plenty of time to work with this stuff. I think even in this heat, we should be okay. Plenty of time. I probably made way too much. I just wanted to make sure I got everything covered. And remember, when you're doing this, you want to make sure, like down there, see there's marbling down there, where you see both colors. You don't want that. And that's why you gotta get all the corners and go in the edges and all that. Make sure it's mixed really, really well. That's how you get the best results. People wonder, oh, it didn't stick, and why didn't my epoxy work and all that? Usually they don't mix it good enough. I mean, that's usually the main reason. So let me drop a big glump here on this. Okay. And now I'm going to drop even a bigger glump, I hope, on this side. Like I say, and like people have mentioned in the comments, you can go online, I guess, and get some acrylics pretty cheap now. Like I said, I had looked at some. I thought they were kind of, for the price, I thought they were kind of expensive. So this is something here that I have enough that when I work on my Honda later this year, some body work, I'm going to be able to use this for some kind of the filler, some of the filler. And so I'm hitting several birds with one stone. But I do like the clear acrylic stuff. I mean, that's I've always when we used to do retainers and stuff. That acrylic was a monomer where you mix the monomer and the polymer together. That's a methyl methacrylate chemical, and it was a two-part, the liquid and the powder, and you had that. Now that you could get it nice and clear and no bubbles, but you had to put it in a pressure cooker, and you had to know how to time it just right. There was a lot of stuff to that that you had to know and you had to do, and if you did it, it came out great, and it came out really strong. It was really strong, but because it had to be, you know, they're making retainers out of it. You know, people chomped the heck out of them, and so I know what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to line this up as best I can. And what I think this side goes here. No, we'll just try it. Okay, is that going to fit there and there? You know what I'm doing, I'm trying to keep this in camera, but I'm slowly walking it around and I'm pushing out. If I can get my stick here now. Let's see what I have for more sticks. I can use this. I'm trying to stay in camera, and I'm sorry, it's not the easiest thing to do when you're doing something like this. Let me go around here and see if I can get some of this off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use laundry clips, and I'm going to use that for my clamps. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I got more than that. Okay, 4, 5. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this down for just a second. And I'm going to put Vaseline on the clips because they're going to get in the goo here. So let's make sure that we can get them off. Okay, there's one. Alright, so here the mold is. I've got the pins on it, clothespins on it, and it's sandwiched in. I've got it on the marks. Now we're going to let it sit, and in the next part of the video we're going to open it up. So there you go.